Today, in the series of, Baba giving us directions about how to become complete and karmatit, Baba is talking about the use of the power to pack up and the power to accommodate. Now, you see that just like Baba reminds us or brings us to the awareness of our virtues. And when we start to stay in that awareness and use those virtues as we come into action, those virtues start emerging from their potential state to a very practical form. For example, it's not that Baba comes and makes us a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. But in body consciousness, I had forgotten I am a peaceful soul. And because I had not used that sanskar for very long, that's why that sanskar got merged. And the sanskar of the opposite of peace got emerged. And now when Baba comes, Baba reminds me that I'm not what I think I am, or I'm not like what I think I am, but I'm made in Baba's image. Baba is the ocean of peace, and I'm just like my Baba. And when I sit in the awareness of my Baba, in the remembrance of my Father, and in the awareness that I am a child and I have the same qualities as my Baba, then I begin to emerge that latent peace in me. Similarly, Baba says that I come and make you aware of your powers. And Baba tells us that you have 8 powers. And I am the Almighty, you are the Master Almighty. And Baba says the 2 main powers that Baba is underlining today, we will discuss those only. So Baba says now you understand that your aim is to become karmatit. Yes, so you see that when I came into Gyan, one of the first things that hit me or that resonated with me was this question: do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And I remember this was the first one of the first questions that made a lot of sense to me. And then I said, I want to be happy. Then I was told that then you have to stop telling that, stop using this language. You are right or I am right and you are wrong and I am right. So when you keep saying, right and wrong, then you lose your happiness. But if you understand that everybody is doing what they are doing because of some reason that they have, and you have faith in that the intention is good. Maybe they are doing something which is not causing immediate happiness to you, but their intention is good. And when you just build this faith in every soul and trust your destiny and use the knowledge of, Baba's company and companionship, which is always with you, then you will start to become happy. And similarly, you say, when today I sit, so that was in the beginning, but today I keep asking myself, what is my aim? So, again, why do I get caught up in, this should be, this shouldn't be, you are wrong and I'm right, and this thing should be done this way, that thing should be done this way. and or this behavior should be like this and this shouldn't be like this. Why do I get up? Why do I get caught up in all of this? Because my aim is not clear. So earlier, I chose the aim that I want to be happy. But now that I have progressed a little on this path, my aim is to become karmatit. Now, what is karmatit stage? Karmatit stage is a stage where you are like this angel. Baba says karmatit stage is a very powerful stage. You can be physically in one place, but you do not have any foundations, any limitations. You can serve anywhere you want because now you are like an angel who has a subtle body and can serve every part of the world. And every Brahmin's aim is to become karmatit. Why? Because the sooner we become karmatit, the wider we will be able to, spread our vibrations, and we will be able to serve many souls, and we will be able to finish our, our duty of seva. So we have a responsibility for service. And of course, the greatest amount of service can only be done through the mind. And when I'm not in a when I'm in a body conscious state, I'm not completely free from vices, or I'm not completely free from the attachment to the body and physical world. I'm not karmatit, then my mind has a lot of limitations. And it's so when you reach the karmatit stage, then you can serve anyone, or as many souls as you like in any part of the world, because you can reach everyone in a second, in a thought. And this is what we want to do. And Baba says you can attain that state if you use the power to pack up and power to accommodate in your every second, as you go through the day. If you use the power to pack up and power to accommodate constantly, then it will be easier to go closer to the karmatit stage. Now, what is the power to pack up? So the power to pack up is shown as a luggage that's packed, and when you pack up, so whenever you are leaving for a very long journey, let's say you are leaving for a 6 months world tour or a 1 year world tour, then if you understand that if you have a very heavy luggage, it will be very difficult to travel. And people who are called travelers, the longer the distance they travel, the smaller is their backpack. So they try to pack their bags in a very small, bag, so that they can carry it wherever they want, they go, with too much ease, and it doesn't burden them. And Baba says, where do I have to go? I have to go to the soul world, and there no luggage is allowed. So now I need to start packing up. I do not store in my awareness that which I cannot take with myself. So I only keep that which I can take with myself. So Baba says that use the power to pack up. So whenever you are engaging with people or doing something, then especially when you are doing work, then you need to go into this expansion of the intellect. You have to think about a lot of things, research a lot of things, read a lot of stuff, understand many things. But then, as soon as you have put that to use, as soon as that work is done, just let go of all those thoughts. And for example, uh, you know, let's say you are in a position where you have to do conflict resolution. Okay, let's say you are a judge, or you are in a position where, or even if you are a head of a family, Lokik family, then you have to do a lot of conflict resolution many times. So somebody comes up with a complaint that this happened and that happened, and then the other person also comes up with a complaint, and then what happens is you have to listen to the whole thing, because without listening you cannot give them some directions, or if you are somebody who is in an official capacity to do that, you cannot just pass a verdict without understanding the whole situation. So in order to dispense your duty, you will have to listen to all the things that they are saying, and then you have to do whatever your role is in that situation. And then what do you do next? Are you able to put a full stop to all those thoughts? Yes. Or do you, or does your mind, state of mind, and does your attitude get affected by it? That is the thing. So if you have been in a situation and then your state of mind and attitude are not able to come back to their that state of peace, or that state of soul consciousness, then you don't have enough power to pack up. And you need to emerge that. You need to remember Baba, and remember Baba as the one who has this complete power to pack up. And you see, let's say, you are given the task of looking after, cooperating with 5 sevadharis in the bhandara, in the kitchen. And, Baba's bhog is being prepared. And then you look at how, some sevadharis are, very, very concerned about hygiene, and some are, you feel that this one didn't wash potatoes well, or this one did not do the work well, or this one doesn't take a lot of interest in bringing finesse to something. And then you see somebody talking in the bhandara, and then when you tell them to keep quiet or remember Baba, then you have already become judgmental about them. What kind of a BK is this talking in the bhandara? Or you have created so many thoughts about, and so many opinions about everybody's behavior and everybody's this, and then the bhandara task is over, and still you keep carrying those, and they have tainted you. All those thoughts that you produced, and the attitudes that you created at that point of time, that has started coloring you. And the next time you meet that soul, it's part of your attitude. You're not able to put a full stop to it. And the next time you are told to cooperate with that same soul in the bhandara, then you say, "Oh, Didi, give me somebody else. Why? I don't want to work with this sister or this brother." And, this is the kind of thing that happens. So, how will you become karmatit if you are not able to come back to that point of being packed up? So, when we have to go back, every soul has to go back like a point, no thought. And any thought of any person, anything of this old world will make you fail in the last second. So it is very important that you use your power to pack up. You understand that, yes, in this drama, as I play my role, I will have to, correct, and I will have to take care of the duties I have been given, the seva I have been given. I have to do whatever I need to do in any situation. But then, as soon as my task is over, I just pack up. For example, I'll give you just one personal experience. So, when souls come, so they share everything about their lives, and sometimes the details that anyone shares are quite shocking. So they are not normal details. They are not things that you hear every day. And then what happens is they disturb you in some ways, and you have to listen to them anyways, because if you don't listen to them, then how do you, make them, how do you make them feel that you are listening and that you understand them? And then you have to also tell them what Baba tells them, and in a way that they understand and in a way that makes sense to their life. So then you have to listen to everything. And then there is a possibility that after the soul leaves, you are left with a residue of the emotions you created at that time. Maybe, shock, or maybe, just a negative feeling about how the world is, or maybe, something more than compassion for the soul. Maybe you got attached to that story, or some kind of residue of emotions is possible. And then that means that you are not able to pack up. And then how will you go to the karmatit stage? Because you see, we are not children who are leaving everything and then going to the karmatit stage. We are souls who will be doing everything until the end of this cycle. So until the end, I will have to keep doing everything. And in my experience, you have to keep doing everything increasingly. It's not going to become lesser, it's going to increase more and more. And when the seva is increasing, when the karmic settlements are, before they get settled, they become very intense and aggressive. So, in the midst of all of that, how do you reach your karmatit stage? So Baba has said that, you have to use the power to pack up. And how will you use the power to pack up and come to that centering that I'm just a point of light after every interaction, after every duty, after every seva, after every event? How do you come back to that state of being just a point of peace? You can do that when you are a karma yogi, while being in that seva or duty, or in the midst of that interaction. So when I was sharing that personal experience, that when souls come and they share everything, then what do we keep doing? I just sit in the remembrance of Baba and keep listening to everyone. And I have to be very conscious that they are not talking to me, they are talking to Baba, because they have come to Baba's home. They are looking at me as Baba's instrument. And I am just here, but I'm just giving it to Baba. And in that state, I remain totally unperturbed. I listen. I give them Baba's directions also, whatever Baba would tell in that situation to a soul according to Srimad. I give that also. But then there is no upheaval of emotions because it is done in a very karm yogi state. And similarly, when you look after seva, I gave you the example of the Bhandara also. So when you are looking after that seva, and you see that every soul is, playing their part according to their sanskar, you have to be in the remembrance of Baba and not in the consciousness that I am the person, doing this. If that I is there, then you will start being judgmental and you will start having many diverse feelings and thoughts about every co-actor in that situation. But if you just hold this awareness that I'm just an instrument and I have to do everything, I have to correct where I need to, I have to tweak where I need to, I have to cooperate when I need to support where I need to. But then I have to do that as an instrument and not become judgmental, just like Baba would do everything with love. Baba would do everything with this attitude that, this is my child and this child is on the way, on the path to self improvement. Similarly, I also have to uphold that attitude and do it. And when you do something in a karm yogi state, then it is very easy to pack up after that and just, come to that state of being a peaceful, pure star of light. And Baba says, and I remember, there's this one sister, and she was just sharing one interesting thought that she had. She said, Didi, I've been a doctor, and uh, right now I'm working as much as I have never worked in my life. So she said, now I'm close to 60 years of age. And earlier I used to think that, when I get further in age, then my work will reduce. But slowly, gradually, my responsibilities have only been increasing. And I'm not even planning to retire. I'm planning to, take on more jobs after this. So I was just thinking that if I'm not able to remember Baba now, and I'm not able to be light while working now, then I will never be. And this thought kind of made me look inside and ask myself questions as to what do you really want. You're only it's okay that you are doing your job and you are serving souls. Yes, of course, you're a BK, so you're not just serving them physically, but also spiritually as they come to you. But then, is this it, or do you want to be in that state that while doing all of this, you are also ready to fly? And then I thought about what changes do I make in my timetable and my attitudes and in my every second, what awareness do I hold so that I can do all of this and still become an angel at the end? Because, many people think that I will do it tomorrow, the spiritual work, I will intensify tomorrow, or maybe 1 year later when I am a little free, then I'll do it. But the interesting thing is, drama is designed in such a way that everything is going to get more and more chaotic, more and more intense. And if you're not able to pack up today, if you're not using your power to pack up today, then it will become more and more difficult with every passing day to use your power to pack up and go nearer to the karmatit stage. So this is why Baba says that you need to be a karma yogi, use the power to pack up so that you go to the karmatit stage. And second power Baba talks about today is the power to accommodate. And in the picture of the power to accommodate, there is an image of an ocean where all the rivers are coming and falling. And in that ocean, all the rivers are merging and they are becoming one. And so, there is a river that's coming from a distance, and there's a river that's smaller, and then there's a river that's darker, and then there's a river that's, cleaner. And all of them are coming and falling into the ocean, and then the ocean remains unchanged because the ocean has this quality of being very deep and very wide. And when that depth and width is there, then the ocean can accommodate everything and still remain the same. And Baba also says that those who are big hearted, when you come in contact with souls who have variety sanskars, so you are just, so Baba has reminded us that I am the master ocean, and I am the master ocean coming in contact with many rivers. Who are the rivers? The souls who have variety sanskars. And Baba says, I should have that quality of the ocean, that I, merge all their limitations, their defects in my heart. And then I just emerge the goodness in them. So, when you meet souls, when you interact with them, so if you are very narrow hearted, so it's about you, it's not about them. So every soul has good qualities and bad. Yes, every soul has pure sanskars and difficult sanskars. But then if you are narrow hearted, you will hold in your heart the defects of the soul. And that speaks a lot about what kind of heart you have. Because, your heart is so narrow that you cannot see what goodness or what virtues or what specialities that soul has. But you're only looking at the limitations and the defects and the weaknesses. And because of that, there is a conflict inside. So, if just ask yourself, even if you keep looking at somebody's defects for a very, very long time, still you're holding that in your awareness is not going to change their defects. But then what is going to change because of that? So your inner state is your inner, your mind, your heart is always going to be in a state of conflict. And you will keep harboring negative feelings for that soul, and you will keep messing up with your stage. And all for what? Because you are narrow hearted. And any soul who is part of our life, they have some specialities, and that's why you are accepting them in your life. So they are there because they have some quality. And it's not that somebody is completely devoid of every quality. And it cannot be that somebody is completely, without any virtue at all, any speciality at all. Because if it were like that, then why would anybody be with them? So, whenever we are with any soul, they are bringing something to the table. And that's why we are there with them. Otherwise, the nature of human beings is so selfish that they wouldn't be with them. And then what happens is we are so narrow hearted that we keep holding in our awareness their defects and their limitations and not their qualities. And Baba says, this is why, you are not able to reach the karmatit stage. That soul has their own journey. Whether they reach the karmatit stage or not is up to their drama. But what are you doing in the process? You are obstructing your journey towards the karmatit stage. So Baba says, have a big heart. Just like the ocean. Have you seen that the ocean doesn't contain um, any you know any dirt in its internal space? It just throws all of that out. If you put something dirty in the ocean, it'll throw it out, and then it'll just retain the good inside. And Baba says you should have that kind of. How do you create that big heart? By being in the remembrance of that one who has the biggest heart, being in the remembrance of Baba. And when you do everything in Baba's remembrance and in soul consciousness, then you have to be soul conscious, you have to be in remembrance of Baba, and you have to look at everything as just an act. Don't go into I and mine, and be very firm on the wheels of the drama. And when you are in that state, then you engage with every soul. You know their limitations. It's not like you cannot see their defects. You know the defects are there. You know that the limitations are there, but then you don't mind them, and you look at the good qualities. And when you hold that in your awareness, then you're giving power to the virtues of the soul, you're giving power to the goodness of the soul. And Baba also today talks about how just like people are able to bring barren lands into life, so they are able to cultivate very good stuff on barren lands by using special equipment. Just like that, we can also have the power of good thoughts. And when I hold somebody's goodness and have good thoughts for somebody in from my place, from my in my mind, if I create those thoughts, then they will be able to affect the other soul and bring out the goodness in them. And Baba says those who have no hope will become very hopeful, and they will become those who will make others also hopeful, that these are the ones who will carry on Baba's task. But all this will happen if you use the power to accommodate and just merge the defects and the limitations that you see in every soul. And Baba says, when you do that, then your mind will be pure, your thoughts will be full of good wishes, good feelings, and this will make you move towards the karmatit stage. So if you are very clear about your aim, that I want to go to the karmatit stage, and Baba says, a soul who is in some bondage of karma will only be able to act where he is, whereas a karmatit soul will be able to play his part everywhere while being anywhere, because he is karmatit. The speed of such a soul is so fast that he can reach wherever he wants in a second. So increase this experience. And if you want to increase this experience, then apply the power to pack up and the power to accommodate. And there is a question, can we keep Baba in between in Lokik conversation as well? Yes, of course. When you are a Brahmin, there is no Lokik and Alaukik. Yes, everything is alokik for you because you are a Brahmin. So whatever you do is alokik karam. Okay? Om Shanti. Anybody wants to share something? Please do.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
I needed this class very much. I was just thinking in morning that this class is necessary.
Oh,
Wanted to know more about these powers,
yes.
and definitely I will try this also. And I am practicing to go upwards after every work. And from Sukshma Vatan with Bab Dada, I watch the down planet and all the souls, what's going on. And whatever thing strikes me, I immediately tell to Baba now. And I see that I am immediately relieved.
Yes.
And situation also comes in control.
Yes.
And in Amrit Vela, I give Sakash to all the five elements of nature, all the souls, and among all the souls comes family also. Lokik and Alokik family.
Yes.
And I talk to them and make them sit in Baba's drishti. And this is my practice right now.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.